The Happiest Haunts Tour is back at Disneyland. This is my first time doing this tour. I've done other guided tours and wanted to be able to give feedback and share thoughts on this tour for Halloween time. I always love doing these tours with my Disney-loving friends. Wanted to show you guys where you meet for the Happiest Haunts Tour. When you're doing the tour, you're right here as you come in from scanning your ticket, coming because you have to have a park ticket and a reservation for the day you're doing the tour. And then right as you come underneath that bridge, you'll come right over here to where they have guided tours. And this is where you meet for the guided tours for the Happiest Haunts Tour. When you do the Happiest Haunts Tour, you get a badge with your name on it. You get this earpiece. They talk to you during the tour. The tour is 2 hours long, and they walk you through different parts of the park, and you're talking about things that have to do with Halloween and Disney and villains and all sorts of fun things. We are actually on our first break, and I will share the rest of what kind of is included, but you have a guide for you and your group, as many people that sign up. I'll have a link in the description, but I basically booked this through the Disneyland website under guided tours, and it's called the Happiest Haunts Tour. There are no Magic Key discounts, but you can, if you are a Disney Visa card holder, you do get 10% off, and I use that for my tour. So far what we've done is we started at the guided tours booth, which is right next to when you walk in the gates on the left, underneath the bridge by the train station and next to City Hall. We gathered there, and then we went back into this special area where they had us do a photo op with the hitchhiking ghosts. And we did that. Then we kind of wandered, and while you're listening with your earpiece, which is right here, while you're listening with your earpiece, they're telling you stories about Disneyland and like the first Halloween, when Halloween started here at Disneyland, the tradition of the jack-o'-lantern and things of that sort. So you kind of wander around Main Street, and you go into the Main Street Cinema, you go into the Opera House, and then you walk down Main Street, and they're just telling you stories. We went over around by the castle. They told us stories. We started talking about villains. We actually saw who did we see? Maleficent and the Evil Queen. We headed through Fantasyland, and we talked a little bit more in Fantasyland, and then we had a break. So you do get a little break, like a bathroom break if you need to grab a snack or something. And then we're going to continue on with the other half of our tour. On the tour, there are 20 max for the tour, and then the tour is given 4 times a day between now and the end of the holiday season. The Halloween season, I should say. And then they're going to go on and do probably the holiday tour, which I did last year and I really enjoyed. I like these tours because you get lots of historical and information. It's 2 hours, and it's usually around 115, 110, something like that. I paid like $95 with my discount, so you know that's about how much it costs, and you get 2 hours. And then also we have specific location, not with seats, but a location designated just for us, for our group, anybody who does the tour today, for fireworks tonight. So I don't have to stake out a spot and worry about that, but there's a designated area in front of the castle. After our short break, we continued with our Halloween tales from our tour guide and wandered over into Frontierland to see the Dia de los Muertos display. Right across the way from there, we visited the Ray Bradbury Halloween tree that's been a part of Disneyland since 2007. While over at the Halloween tree, they gave us a Halloween treat. The Mickey Bat Cookie. Everybody gets one when you're on the tour. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, they just gave us our treat on the Happiest Haunts Tour. It is a Mickey Bat Cookie. So this is the treat that you get on the tour. We left Big Thunder Mountain area, and we're headed over to New Orleans Square now. Our guide talked to us over near the Haunted Mansion. Now, we did not go on this attraction, although I thought it would have been a great addition to the tour. But then we spent some time in New Orleans Square. We got to listen to some of the music and the ambiance and talk with our guide. Then our tour guide walked us through the exit of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. We went through and we were put right on the attraction. There was no waiting. So this is a perk of going on the tour. It is included. Fun fact about this part of the attraction. The skull bones on the back of the headboard up there, they are not real. I know many people talk about it and say those are real human bones. They aren't. A tour guide told me that years ago. This is probably one of the most iconic parts of the attraction on Pirates. Seriously, I don't think these pirates are ever going to get the keys back from the dog. So here's the Happiest Haunts pin that we got at the end of our tour. We just got off Pirates. We rode Pirates. There. And then we got our pin. Now the next thing we get to do is fireworks. We have reserved spot for that. It's not seats, but it's a reserved location that we will attend tonight for Halloween screens. Well, we just finished the Happiest Haunts Tour. This is where we started, and we just finished, got off Pirates, and they gave us our commemorative pin that is a keepsake. So the pin that I also have my name tag and my treat. And as far as the tour, here's kind of my thoughts as I recently went on it. I did the holiday tour last year. I really enjoyed the holiday one. We went from here over to DCA and back. We got to ride on Small World, and then we got to see the parade. So that was fantastic. I loved the holiday one. So if you're thinking about doing the Christmas one, do it. This one I enjoyed, but what I guess my kind of takeaway is, if you're doing this, don't, like, there were kids on this tour and they were bored. I even had the mom come up to me and she's like, I wish I had not brought her. She was 6. So that's just kind of my recommendation. Think about that when you're figuring out and trying to decide if you want to do the tour. Overall, we learned a bunch of stuff about Halloween, just some fun stories, and it was nice to walk around the parks and have a guide. And the guide, there were, I don't remember how many were in our group. You can have up to 20 in your group, and it was 2 hours long, and we just ended and got off Pirates, and that was the last. So it included an attraction. And then tonight we have an area where we are going to get to go and watch fireworks. So I think that in and of itself is going to definitely make the tour worth it, because I don't have to sit and wait tonight. There are fireworks. Not every night are there fireworks, but I chose a night when there's going to be fireworks, and I don't have to sit and wait for a spot. No, there's a spot waiting for me, an area, and I'll show you more about that tonight when that happens. But that alone for me, because I don't want to have to stake out a spot 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever before, especially on opening night of Halloween Scream. Look at all my new friends I have here. No, I'm kidding. We are all waiting for fireworks. So with the Happiest Haunts Tour, like I mentioned, you do get a viewing area. It is not seats. So remember the other night when I told you we did the VIP tour, we got to sit there. Okay, for the Happiest Haunts Tours, we're not sitting, but we are right next to that area. So there's the castle, and we're right here in this section, and we are standing. So it's not, you can't even sit. The fireworks don't start for like another 45 minutes, and we are standing already. So it is not a seat. It's not sitting even on the ground. They do make you stand. So keep that in mind. But it is a roped off area that is specific for anyone who did the Happiest Haunts Tour. Halloween Screams is the entertainment every night during Halloween. So no matter what day you book your tour, you're going to get to see Halloween Screams. Now, Halloween Screams is offered with fireworks on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then sometimes in October. So depending on when you book your tour, you'll get fireworks included with your Halloween Screams viewing. But no matter what, your views are fantastic. I mean, look at this. We are right in front of the castle, and the projections are so very clear. That alone, I feel like, makes it worth the tour. I really hope all this information gives you a good idea of what the tour was like and if it's something that you would enjoy. If so, book the Happiest Haunts Tour using the link in the description. Also in the description below, I'm going to add some other blog posts that I've done. I've also done Walt's Main Street Story Tour, and then I've done the Holiday Tour, which was similar to this, but during Christmas time last year. So you can read about those as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe so that next time I go on another adventure like this, you don't miss it. And then if you're new to Disneyland or my channel, I've got some other great videos you're going to want to check out.